Alright, it's Alex back with another video, and today we're going to be getting into budgets over flagship phones. Now this is a really interesting topic because this is actually something that I've been wanting to go over for a while, and it's something that we want to talk about because 2020 is the year of the budget phone. Obviously, iPhone SE 2, Google Pixel 4a, and OnePlus Nord so far. Those are some really good phones from flagship companies. So let's get into this. So the Pixel 4a has actually really made me rethink flagships versus budgets, and now this is a really interesting thing to get into because so basically the Pixel 4, now I got a Pixel 4a come in later this week, so stay on the lookout for that. And then, so this is an Android phone, and I can't really compare it to an iPhone because, like my iPhone 11 Pro, I can't really compare it to that because it's an iPhone, not an Android. Different OS, so I can't really compare those two. So I'm going to compare this to like an S20 Ultra or something. So basically with an S20 Ultra, you're going to use 1080p on your display to get your refresh rate, your 90 Hz, 120 Hz, whatever it is. So, but with no so the Pixel 4a has a 1080p display at that point with no refresh rate, so if you're a refresh rate junkie. Now personally, I don't really care about refresh rate. Now it's got a 60 Hz, that's why I'm saying it's got none. But basically, I don't really care about refresh rate, so it's not that important to me. But I mean, it still is a really important thing. I like it. Like, I have an 144 Hz monitor for gaming. So, I mean, I kind of do care about it in some sort of way. But at the same time, I don't care about it, if you know what I mean. So, on a phone, I don't care about it. I mean, I'd love to have it on an iPhone, but we don't have it because Apple's lame. So, I mean, this phone doesn't have a refresh rate, so, I mean, that's the thing. You have to make your decision on what you're going to get. Now, it really just depends on the decision you're making. Now, overall, though, these budget phones recently, like the OnePlus Nord, which is like 90 Hz refresh, that thing's impressive. The Google Pixel 4a and the iPhone SE. The iPhone SE, I mean, it is $400. This is $350. But for 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage base, that's really good, and the Pixel 4a actually in some ways is better than the Pixel 4. So that's something I found really interesting about the Pixel 4a that came out last week. Now this week's the week of the Note 20s, but moving on from that. So overall though, I think that these budget phones are definitely worth checking out. Now, some of those like cheesy ones, like Samsung's got like a whole like their A series, that's like their budget line, like the A71, the A51, the A21, phones like that. Tell me if you guys want to pick some of those up maybe and review them, because budget phones are really interesting now. Now obviously I'm gonna pick up flagships like the new iPhone that's supposed to come out next month. But you know what? I'm starting to get into Android more, so I will start doing some more Android stuff because Android is really interesting to me now. But so that was pretty much my point. Budget over flagship phones. Actually, in some ways, I'd pick the budget over the flagships. Price and overall, why would you spend $999 on a Note 20 that's a plastic design? So those are pretty much my opinions. Budget over flagship, budget versus flagship. Pixel 4a is definitely the way to go. I think that's a really good budget phone. OnePlus Nord's really interesting too. Definitely check out these phones. I'll link all three phones down in the description below. Like always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.